the scariest animal in the forest. Let's practice comparatives and superlatives.
Growl. I'm the scariest animal in the forest, said Bear.
I don't think you're scary, said Cat. Where did you get that idea?
But I'm scarier than a panther, right? Said Bear.
I wouldn't say you're as scary as a panther, said Lizard, but you are taller than a panther.
But what about my pointy teeth, said Bear. Aren't they the scariest teeth you've ever seen?
Your teeth are pointier than mine, said Lizard. That's true. You have a great smile. But my tongue is fancier.
My teeth are pretty sharp, said Fox. I'm not sure whose teeth are sharper, yours or mine.
I think I have the sharpest teeth, said Mouse. I can chew through almost anything if I have to.
Which of these animals is the quietest?
Which is the loudest?
Which one could get to the top of a mountain the fastest? Which animal is a better climber? A fox or a lizard?
Which of these animals is the tallest?
Which animals are smaller than the donkey?
Which animal is the most colorful?
Compare two animals using bigger or smaller than, tamer or wilder than, shyer or friendlier than, furrier or less furry than, scalier or less scaly than, more or less unusual than, or other adjectives.
Which is your favorite? Do you have a least favorite or do you like them all?
Which animal is the most dangerous in real life? Growl, said Bear.
But Elephant wasn't scared at all. May I help you, she said. Was that a sneeze or a cough? Asked Elephant. It sounded more like a cough. I hope you're not catching a cold.
Didn't it sound a little more ferocious than a cough or sneeze? Asked Bear hopefully.
A ferocious cough, oh my goodness. The best thing for that is a little lemon in your tea for vitamin C, said Elephant. Then you will feel better sooner and will be less likely to get sick in future. Speedy recovery.
Which of these animals is the strongest? Which one can carry the heaviest loads? Pause the video to discuss.
I am stronger than they are, said Snail, because I can carry my house on my back.
Who has softer fur? The porcupine or the dog? Who is the softest of all?
Growl. Wait, where is everyone going? Sorry. Everyone. Anyone. Maybe I should have growled a little less, said Bear to no one.
Wait a minute, it seems so much quieter all of a sudden, said Giraffe. Where's Bear?
There he is, down there, said Lizard.
He looks so much smaller from up here, said Bird.
Happy birthday, Bear!
They all shouted.
What? Thanks everyone. You're the best friends ever, said Bear.
Well, you're the nicest bear we know, they all said. And they had the best party they had had in a long time, but of course it wasn't the last.
The end. For one-syllable adjectives, we usually just add er or est. For example, a cat is smaller than a giraffe. Or, the mouse was the smallest animal in the group.
Let's try one with sweet. Cherries are sweeter than potatoes, and ice cream is sweeter than cherries. Candy is the sweetest of all. We sometimes double the consonant before adding the ending. This is for the purpose of preserving a short vowel sound. For example, we have to double the G in big before adding the ending, so it makes bigger instead of bigger. Some two-syllable adjectives just add er and est. Like, this puzzle was simpler than the big one. The smallest puzzle was the simplest of all.
Change the letter Y to I before adding endings. Happy becomes happier than, and the happiest. Some two-syllable adjectives use more and most instead of the er-est endings. Some are even used either way depending on the person. Just remember, it is either more and most, or the endings, but not together. If there is a suffix like full or less, use more and most, do not use endings. Like, I am more hopeful now than I was yesterday. This is the most hopeful I have been so far. Adjectives with more than two syllables generally use more and most. For example, the sandwiches here are even more delicious than the ones at our other favorite place. They are probably the most delicious sandwiches in town. Remember, when you're using more and most, do not use the er-est endings.
Some adjectives have completely irregular forms for comparative and superlative. They are very important ones because they are used a lot. Like, the weather today is worse than yesterday, but tomorrow it is supposed to be the worst. Solid rain the whole day.
Adverbs can be comparative and superlative too. They modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Adverbs often describe how, where, when, how much, etc.
One-syllable adverbs usually add er or est, as in, I swim fast. He swims faster than I do. She swims the fastest of all of us. Or, I will get there soon, you will get there sooner than I do, he will get there the soonest.
Many adverbs end in ly. These adverbs use more or most to make comparisons. Do not combine more and most with the er and est endings. I work slowly, I work carefully. They work even more slowly and more carefully. She works the most slowly, the most carefully of all. The adverb early does not use more and most. It is an exception. I go to work early, you go earlier, and he goes the earliest of us all. Also, you will often hear people in informal speech say to go slower instead of more slowly. Go faster, or go slower, etc.
And here are some very important irregular adverbs. I swim well. He swims better than I do. She swims the best of all of us. We did pretty badly. My friend scored worse than you. I did the worst of all. Farther and further mean the same. For example, we live far apart. I live farther from home than my sister. Our brother lives the farthest. Or go a little further or farther down the road and you will see my house. Sometimes there is the expression, go no further. That means to stop. We slept very little, you guys slept less than we did, and they slept the least. Etc.
I am as grey as Mouse, said Elephant.
That's true, said Mouse. We are the same shade of grey. And you are just as quiet as I am most of the time, said Mouse. Except when you trumpet.
I keep trying to get up as early as Dog, said Cat. But, the more I try, the sleepier I get.
I keep trying to climb trees as well as Cat, said Dog. But the more I try, the less I succeed. I think the less I climb trees the better.
Is the water too cold?
No, the colder the better.
This means Bear really likes cold water.
Is the tea too minty?
Not at all. The mintier the better.
This means that Elephant really likes a strong minty flavor.